Hello, I'm Helen from the North Hobart Veterinary Hospital. I'm a nurse. This is Ginge, one of my lovely ginger boys. We're going to talk about nail trimming today. So cats have very sharp claws, as we're all aware. Naturally in the wild they would be scratching on trees, marking their territory, hence the scratching post to simulate that. That's actually not designed to sharpen their claws, but more remove the sheath of the claw as the claw ages. The sheath, the outer claw comes off. Scratching on the scratching post can help with that, but it also is to help with marking of their territory. So we always have a scratching post available in a household. If we don't, we may find that the cat's going to scratch at the furniture. Because some cats scratch at the furniture, we do have the ability to trim the cat's claws to cause less damage to the furniture or household products, but also ensuring we have a scratching post would be ideal. So Ginge is going to allow me to trim his nails today. We shall just show you an example of such. Ideally we would train them as a kitten to be handled so that we can handle their feet, just putting a little pressure on their toes and pushing out those claws. So from a kitten's perspective, they can just learn and adapt to being handled readily as an adult cat and then starting to play with feet. Cats don't like their feet touched. So Ginge is very familiar with this procedure. So we're just looking at the sharpness of those claws. They certainly need trimming. If Ginge was an indoor-outdoor cat or an outdoor cat, I wouldn't recommend trimming the back claws. Cats still need to get away from any fright or danger, prey object, being a dog, chase or anything of that calibre. So front claws can be trimmed if they're outdoors, back claws not so much so they can still climb up the trees if they need to. We use little scissor type nail trimmers, nice and sharp, and we will trim Ginger's front claws. So I just put a little pressure on his toe, pushing that nail forward, and then just a little trim. You can see with the claw there's a little pink area which we call the quick. We certainly don't want to cut too close to that quick. That is painful and it would also bleed. It can make the whole experience uncomfortable and you may never be able to trim a cat's claws again. So once again, I just mind that quick, clipping off the harsh, sharp part of the nail. Good boy, Ginge. Food reward is great. Distracting them whilst we trim their claws is ideal. Good boy. And you can see that Ginge isn't too fussed about the whole ordeal. He's more fussed about being in a room today. That's how we trim cat claws.